So this is the parking lot. See the Pathfinder back there. Going up to Mount Rushmore, it says face covering required. We'll see if that's, we'll see how much of a thing that is right now. Some construction going on here. That's kind of cool, huh? More jobs. I guess that's all new. They got us going around it for now. I don't know what the elevation is here, but I'll tell you, I'm not used to breathing this thin air. Oh. Still snow on the ground. Huh? Now I keep hearing how small this thing actually is. Everybody thinks it's huge. We'll see here in just a second how big or small it really is. Huh? There it is. I think the visitor center is bigger than the actual thing, huh? All the flags of all the states. Oh, there you go. It is kind of small, isn't it? I think the all this stuff meant to showcase it as bigger. Huh? All right, now I'm gonna take some of those pictures and make it look big. Check this out. James LaRue worked as chief pointer and carver. And here's a picture of him pointing right now. Sorry, I couldn't help it. So in the foreground here is the parking lot for the memorial. And you can see as the sun's going down, you can see just clear across the state. Isn't that amazing? The air is just so clean here. Even being up high like this, it doesn't really mess with you. You have to acclimate at first, you know, to the thinner air, but you don't choke on it because there's no pollution in it, and it just absolutely, it's thinner, so it's harder to breathe because you're not used to it. But I'm already starting to, you know, catch up to it. So pretty nice, pretty nice. Put you on the passenger seat with me again here, and we'll pull out of this thing, and I'm gonna hit a few clips. I just decided I'm gonna make 2 videos today. One is gonna be driving around. Most of you do not want to watch that. The other one's just gonna be this Mount Rushmore thing, and then the drive back, hopefully there's enough sunlight you can see. Hopefully there's enough sunlight that you can see what's going on. All right, guys, here's the Pathfinder. Stow my goodies. You gotta get a refrigerator magnet for Mom. You gotta get a spoon for Mama, my wife. I got me a shot glass. And I got Mom a book, the history of how this thing came to be. The girl in the bookshop is from Modesto, California. Don't get me wrong, she was real nice, so I didn't mind that. But I'm meeting way too many people from California out here. It's just too much. Anyway, all the little junk. And the boys got the Harley shirts that you saw earlier. Yeah, I got that stuff for them, and then the boys got the Harley shirts that you saw earlier. I've never bought a Harley branded piece of clothing in my life until today. I got a couple of mugs, and that's about all I've ever bought. Never been a giant fan of the brand, so I mean, they're all right. I don't hate them or nothing like that, but get the boys a Rapid City Harley shirt. Get Mama and them the stuff that they usually get when they go sightseeing and touristing. All right, let's jump in the car and hit the road. You got to see this little town that you drive through. It's like a little western town. It's really cool. And then, oh, check out, this is downtown Rapid City. How do you think about that? Isn't that cool? Oh man, that's just something else. That's got to be 1890s. I don't know. I have to look at the history of the town to find out. But I love those old brick buildings. All right, let's jump in the car. And the computer voice says, "Thank you for seeing Mount Rushmore." That right there. One-time use. I paid $10 to park there. Yuck. Probably spent another $100 in the gift shops. The little trinkets and doodads that have to happen. Hey, there you go. Sportsmobile, huh? Is that what that is? One way. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Oh, look at this. The guy at the real estate office told me, he says, you get your tag, you can get your limit every year. No problem. All right, Laramie, let's go. That deer ain't your way no more, and you're in mine. Dude, I hate to get all California on you, but you're pissing me off, man. That deer is not in your way. He's just gawking. You're still just gawking, dude. We need to get going. Get out of the road anyway. Yeah, there's a deer right there. There's like 3 at the entrance when I came in. Flashing red means a stop sign. It means everybody's got one. Thank you for visiting Mount Rushmore. Please drive safely. You got it. I will drive safely. I sure hope there's enough daylight left for you to see this little village. This is cute. So yeah, there's deer. The guy at the real estate office said, "Oh, you get your tag limit every year if you want. It's easy. It's not even a challenge really." From what he was telling me, and he didn't say it's not a challenge. He just, from what he was telling me, it's just not even difficult to. And we pull into Mount Rushmore right here, and at the entrance, there's like 3 deer just standing there eating on the side of the road, like, oh yeah, there's humans, whatever. But they've never shot at us here before. Oh, God. Anyway, freaking... I noticed that in Wyoming, between Cody and the border, when I got all the way up to the border, Laramie, I guess, no, Gillette was where I was at. I must have seen a dozen or so deer on the side of the road just standing there. Oh man, I don't know what the rules are on the hunting thing, but how hard would it be to just pull over the side of the road, pop one, tie it to the hood, and go? I think to live in a place like this, you kind of need an old beat-up pickup truck, you know? And I've seen a few of those. It just makes sense. Not like this thing in front of me. That's a house payment right there, you know? I'm talking about just an old beater truck, you know? Something that you can throw a dead animal on the roof of, strap it to the fender wells, and drive on down the road. And who cares? Well, if you got the bed on a pickup, you don't need to do that, but you get what I'm saying. Oh, jeez. It says it's 56 degrees out right now, and there's still snow because the sun doesn't shine directly on it, you know. All this snow is in the shade of the trees. I noticed that driving around town, there'd be a little spot here and there. I guess they had snow about a week ago. There would be a little spot here and there, just someplace the sun never touches, you know, in the shade. And I really like it here. I love this place. This is beautiful. I think I need to go straight. Yes, I remember the map on my head now. Keystone Junction and Junction 16 and Rapid City 22. Very cool. Here's the little town. This is so neat. I love it. got the Presidential Wax Museum at the next left. 30. Oh, we got to be doing 20 through here, which is good. That gives you time to see what's going on. Keystone, population 327. There's a Pennington County Sheriff. Pennington County Sheriff's Officer. We are in Pennington County, South Dakota, by the way. There's an old beater truck. Tramway Adventures. Oh, you're waiting on me. I'm sorry. Sherpa's Kitchen. Taste of Nepal and India. I kind of want to find out, but this, you're in off season here, and most of these places are not open off season. So I'm thinking they're making such good money the few months out of the year that they work that they don't need to do anything else, or they've got other jobs. I don't know. I don't know if you can hear that. That's the chainsaw dude making all these chainsaw sculptures. Oh, there's a Sasquatch. I love it. Here we go. This is the Old West town. I love this. I don't know if this was actually an Old West town or if they've built this to make it look like an Old West town. Quality, and I bet that's expensive as heck, and every light in that place is off. I'm betting they are not even open. Ice cream, pizza, and beer. That's lit. Oh, yeah, they're open. Restaurant. I tell you what, they've got displays out in front of the store, and the store is closed. So they're just not even, that's an open store. End of season, buy one, get one. There's a big fat sign. There you go. I wanted to show you that. How cool is that, huh? Oh man, Rapid City, 20 miles at 35 miles an hour. It's a 45-minute drive to get to the, oh jeez. Got a series of text messages from my brother last night while I was driving. And he lived in Minnesota for a while. And his high school buddy Daniel, also a buddy of mine, is living in Minnesota. And it gets bitterly cold there. I mean, amazingly cold, like minus 30 Fahrenheit. So, Mike was telling me all about, you know, you don't want to be on the eastern side of the state. I'm like, yeah, I know. I kind of get that. But I was going to go to Sioux Falls anyways and check it out. And I like it here so much, I don't need to go look at Sioux Falls. I don't want to go there. Well, here at Mount Rushmore, and I will say shout out to you girls, especially you, Sue. You girls working in the, not the gift shop, the bookstore. Not in the gift shop, but in the bookstore where all those pictures down there with the information center, you know. I gotta slow up here, I'm going too fast. Hit cruise control, we're mostly climbing right now, so that'll keep me from getting in trouble. Anyway, gal that works there named Sue, she was telling me she came from several miles north of Brookings, which was one of the towns I was going to look at, Brookings and Sioux Falls. And she said it's 10 degrees out with a 30-mile-an-hour wind, and the wind chill brings it down to minus 30. You know, it feels like type of thing. And I'm like, yeah, I don't need that. And you do not have that on this side of the state. You just don't have that. On the western side of South Dakota, it gets cold in the winter, but it's like, I'm going to say, the weather here, you have a prolonged fall. This is my nearest gathering. This is from all the information I'm picking up and talking to people and asking these questions. This is kind of what I'm getting the impression of. You have a prolonged fall compared to you have a prolonged fall compared to Bakersfield. You have a prolonged spring compared to Bakersfield. You actually have 4 seasons here, and winter is not so bad that you can't. And this is the Harley guy at the Harley dealership. Straight up, he says, and you ought to see the bridge over there. It's made out of actual wood. That was so cool. Anyway, he says you can ride in January here. It's no big deal. I'm like, right on. He said, but you got to be prepared. You'll wake up one morning and it dumped 2 feet of snow. He says the very next day after that, the snow's all gone. You know, it'll only be in certain spots, you know, where there's shade constantly, like you're seeing here on the side of the road. I'm like, okay. I like that. You know, that's really cool. It's cold here in the winter, and it gets about 10 degrees colder at its worst than it gets in Bakersfield. But it's also, you know, not only 10 to 15 degrees cooler in the winter, it's 10 to 15 degrees cooler in the summer. It only gets into the 90s here. There are lakes around here, so I'm willing to bet. I wonder what happened here, huh? Oh, man, that kind of a rig is not something you want a flat tire on. He's blowing a wheel. Glad I'm not there. So anyway, excuse me. Yeah, it's like 10 to 15 degrees cooler in the winter, which isn't that bad. It only gets down in, what, the 30s? So it gets down in the teens here. But you got to remember, it's already in the 30s at night in Bakersfield now. You know, we went from 100 degrees. We had like 2 weeks of nice weather. And then you're all the way down to... I didn't see what the speed limit is here. I blew it. I got distracted by that. A house with a flat tire. Go figure. Anyway, so you get more of the nice weather here. You only get, from what I'm reading and what I'm hearing from the people here, you're only going to get, you know, a few weeks of 90 to 100 degrees. I can live with that. I can live with that. What I can't live with is 6 straight weeks of 115 degrees. I can't do that anymore. I can't do it, and I won't do it. I'm just done. I am so done with that. So, anyway, that's what's really cool about here. So far, so good. Very clean air. Doesn't get so bitterly cold in the winter that you want to kill yourself. And oh man, this town, I like this town. It's a neat little town. I love the old brick buildings downtown. I love the population size. I love the way the people behave. So far, so good. Mama is going to make a list of 6 or 8 items that she wants comparison shop. I'm going to go to a grocery store tonight, and I'm going to go to a grocery store tonight and take snapshots of that stuff. I might even buy something on there. Tell you, I could really use some milk. I haven't had milk all week. Alright guys, I think that's going to wrap up this video. This will be the second video today. It would be way too long if I lump everything today into one video. It'll be over an hour long, and the part driving around town is just going to be boring for most of you. I'm only really making that video for Mama, so she can get kind of a feel. And for me to go back and look on. Oh, and I got my question answered. Once again, thank you, Sue. I'm not going to repeat everything you said. Like you said, it could sound a little bad, and I don't think you meant it that way. But what part of town to stay away from? Apparently, just like Bakersfield, you don't really want to live north of the river if you can at all help it. Not that it's not livable, just that's like Oildale. So, very cool. Very cool. Everything north of that road and that river running next to that road, you just want to stay out of that. And I drove around that, and that's those houses in the previous video that were a little bit rough looking. So that made total sense to me. Now I have a lot of reading to do on the MLS site. Check it all out. Anyway, I'm going to head back into town. I'm going to drop it from there. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. I hope you enjoyed Mount Rushmore, including the blown up picture where it looks bigger. I can't believe how small that is. But it's not. I think you're just further away from it than you realize. It is. It's small. Anyway. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I sure hope you're doing it good, and I hope you're having a good time. You gotta stay safe, take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.